Okay, today we're doing 2.1 parallel lines. This is a video that covers both days in class. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is review some things. Complementary angles have a sum of 90 degrees. Okay, vertical angles are congruent. Now remember, the angles themselves are congruent. They're measures of equal. So I have 3 and 2 are a set. 1 and 4. 5 and 8. And 7 and 6. Those are all the sets of vertical angles there. Now supplementary angles, they have a sum of 180. They're also known as linear pairs. So I have 1 and 2, 5 and 6, 3 and 4, 7 and 8. Then I can branch out and even get 2 and 4, 5 and 7. And there's 2 more sets of 1 and 3 and 8 and 6. So there's lots of linear pairs that are supplementary. They form that straight line. Now the other thing we need to learn is what a transversal is. A transversal is a line that passes through 2 lines in the same plane at 2 distinct points. Now, transversals can cross more than 2 lines. If they cross 3 lines, then they pass through at 3 distinct points. 5 lines, 5 distinct points, and so on. So for what we're doing today, we need to do same side interior angles. So here we have if a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines. So to show that these lines are parallel, we need to put little arrows on them. And that didn't do very well there. That one's better. These little arrows show that these 2 lines are parallel, so they need to be on yours. And it says if a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, then same side interior angles are supplementary. Okay, supplementary means a sum of 180 degrees. Now let's break down this name so you can get what's going on here. Same side is the same side of the transversal. Let me start over on that one. And interior of the parallel lines. Okay, so same side interior angles. So 3 and 5 would be considered a pair. And angle 4 and 6 would be considered another pair. Because again, they're on the same side of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. The next one we're going to look at is alternate interior angles. So if a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, so let's make our lines parallel. Oops. Now remember, the difference between a postulate and a theorem is that postulate is assumed to be fact. A theorem has been proven. Okay, so I made my lines parallel. If a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, then alternate interior angles are congruent. So again, alternate of the transversal and interior of the parallel lines. Remember that symbol means parallel lines? So if I want alternate interior, so inside of this area, and alternate the transversal. So that gives me 3 and 6. And 5 and 4. Alternate interior. We can list them 4 and 5 either way. Next thing we're going to do is corresponding angles theorem. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, so we're going to make them parallel. Then corresponding angles are congruent. Now, corresponding angles means I can take this intersection and slide it down, and when I do, angle 1 goes to angle 5. Angle 2 goes to angle 6. Angle 3 goes to angle 7. And angle 4 would translate onto angle 8. Okay, so it just slides down, and those are corresponding angles, and they're congruent. The last one we're going to talk about are alternate exterior angle theorem. So if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, so we need to make them parallel again. These arrows can go the other way too, it doesn't matter. Okay, then alternate exterior angles are congruent. So again, alternate of the transversal, interior of the parallel lines. So exterior, so it's outside, so that would mean angle 1 and angle 8. And angle 5, oops, not angle 5, angle 7 and angle 2. So I have two examples, and we're going to use those reasoning. So we're supposed to find the other angles. So we can find all of them, and in class we found all of them, but on here I'm just going to find the ones we have listed. I know 4 is 115 because angle 4 corresponds to angle 115. Okay, I could slide this down to here and it'd be the same place because I have two parallel lines. Okay, I know angle 2, getting some different colors. I know angle 2 is a linear pair with 115. So that would be 115, or 180, excuse me, minus 115, which would be 65. So angle 2 is 65. Now angle 3 corresponds to angle 2, so it equals 65 also. Well, isn't 1 a linear pair with, so angle 1 is a linear pair. So that means it's supplementary with 110. So then 180 minus 110 equals 70 degrees is angle 1. Probably not going to be able to see that color right around. Okay, well, 6 is vertical. Angle 6 equals 45 because of vertical angles. 5 equals 45 because of alternate. Interior with angle 6. So I've got all those. And then I could finish, if this is 45 and this is 45, that makes vertical angles, this is 45. I could find this by subtracting, so it would be 135. And then vertical would be 135. 3 was 65, 2 was 65. So that makes this one 65 and 65 and 115. And 1 was 70, so this is 70. So I could fill in all these other angles. They just didn't ask them for me using my vertical angles and linear pairs. Now the next thing we have is a barn, and it says the white trim shown on the walls of the barn should be constructed as followed and has some parallel lines. And you need to draw this picture, but I don't want you to draw this picture. I want you to draw this picture. Clean it up. Clean it up, okay? So I have AC is parallel to EG. So AC, oops, let me go back. Forgot to turn on my pen. So AC is parallel to EG. And then AJ is parallel to HB. So I've got to put 2 this time because I got to show they're different. They're not parallel to each other in the first set. And the last one we have that JC, so I got to go 3 now, is parallel to KJ, but KJ is also KD because it just extends. Okay, so now with using this information, I have to go. But I do want to make you know that this line extends. These parallel lines and these transversals, they all extend on forever and ever and ever, just like they would. Okay? They don't stop. So if I'm looking for angle 1, it says find measure of angle 1. 68 and 1 are on the same line of the same side of this transversal and on the inside of this in this parallel line. So that means they're supplementary. So to find angle 1, I'm going to take 180 minus 68 and get to 112. And that's by same side interior, using my theorems. So now I need to get angle 3. Well, in order to get over to angle 3, I probably have to find angle F. Well, if I look at it this way, let's see what I have now. Well, I know that this erase some of my marks here, is parallel to this. And so this is my transversal now. So again, I have same side interior to find F. So angle F would equal 180 minus angle 1. So 180 minus 68, not 68. Angle 1 is not 68. Angle 1 is 112 equals 68 degrees, again by same side interior. Okay, so then angle 3 also equals 68 because it is vertical with angle F. So now the last says find FHK. So FHK is right here. If EJF is 56. So this is 56. Connor. So now I need to go around there. Well, let's see. I've got a parallel line here and here. So that makes... Well, I also have parallel lines here and here, which would make this a transversal here. So if I go here is 56 by alternate interior, well then angle FHK would be 180 minus 56. So that would be 124 because they are same side interior again. It's just like a big puzzle. So you have to find others before you find the first.